Have you ever felt there's more to the story of Jesus than we've been told? Something hidden, something powerful, that could change the way you see yourself and the world around you. Imagine for a moment that Jesus didn't just come to teach about love and faith, but also to reveal a path to unlock an extraordinary power within each of us, a power connected to a deeper, universal truth. In this video, we're peeling back the layers of Christ consciousness and exploring how Jesus awakened this divine force within, using the pineal gland, also known as the third eye, and a transformative inner energy called Kundalini. These aren't just ancient concepts. They're the keys to a profound personal transformation, connecting us to a limitless potential most of us don't even realize we have. What if the very teachings Jesus left behind were actually guiding us to discover this inner power and purpose? So stick around, because as we dive into these powerful secrets, you may find that this knowledge holds the potential to awaken a whole new dimension of your life. And trust me, once you see it, there's no going back. Christ consciousness is more than just a theological concept. It is a profound state of awareness that connects us to the divine source. This state is not exclusive to Jesus Christ, but rather an ideal that every individual can strive to achieve. At its core, Christ consciousness embodies the realization of our true selves as divine beings, capable of expressing unconditional love and compassion. It transcends the limitations of traditional religious frameworks and offers universal spiritual principles accessible to all. To truly grasp the essence of Christ consciousness, we must understand that it signifies a profound union with the divine, an intrinsic bond that goes beyond mere belief or ideology. This union is more than just a state of mind. It is a transformative way of being that invites us to experience an I am presence within ourselves. This I am is not just a personal identity, but a sacred connection to a higher source, an eternal self that exists beyond the limitations of our physical existence. When we embrace this presence, we begin to feel the deep, unbreakable link we share with all beings and the vast universe itself. This awareness allows us to transcend the illusion of separateness, which so often defines our everyday experience. In our human lives, we are accustomed to seeing ourselves as distinct entities divided by our roles, identities, and personal histories. But Christ consciousness dismantles this illusion, allowing us to perceive a hidden, unifying thread running through every aspect of existence. It unveils the divine spark within each of us, a timeless, unchanging truth that exists beyond the transient material world. Through this expanded awareness, we come to see our lives not as isolated events, but as a sacred interplay with all creation, each experience woven into the larger fabric of universal consciousness. In ancient Gnostic traditions, Christ consciousness is often referred to as the Logos, a cosmic principle that governs the order, wisdom, and harmony of the universe. The Logos is not merely a concept, but a living force, a divine intelligence that infuses every part of creation with purpose and direction. It is the voice of the cosmos, a guiding essence that brings clarity and structure to the soul's journey. As we awaken to Christ consciousness, we align ourselves with this universal principle, experiencing a gradual shift from the confines of ego-based thinking to a state of enlightened understanding. This alignment with the Logos invites us to rise above duality, the rigid notions of self and other, good and bad, success and failure, and step into a place of unity where all things are seen as expressions of a single divine mind. The mystical Jewish sect, known as the Essenes, from which Jesus drew much of his spiritual insight, deeply understood the importance of inner purification as a pathway to divine union. This spiritual community lived with the belief that each individual was a vessel for the light of God, and that to connect with this light required deliberate and disciplined practices. The Essenes saw their lives as sacred journeys of transformation, a path they believed would reveal the true nature of divinity within themselves. Their commitment to meditation, contemplation, and purity was not just an outward ritual, but an inward journey, a continual process of shedding the ego's illusions to uncover the radiant essence of the soul. For the Essenes, this journey involved practices designed to awaken the I Am presence within, a conscious awareness of their divine nature. Their meditative practices focused on cultivating an internal stillness, a space where the light within could be felt and experienced. They viewed meditation as a means to quiet the mind's distractions, allowing them to open fully to divine insights. Through contemplation and solitude, they fostered a heightened state of being that mirrored the awakening of Christ consciousness, a consciousness that transcends physical and mental boundaries to touch the eternal. But how does Christ consciousness actually lead us towards spiritual awakening? At its core, it acts as a catalyst to free us from the bonds of ego, which is often experienced as a fragmented, fear-driven sense of self. This false self is heavily influenced by attachments, desires, and anxieties, making us feel perpetually separate from one another and from the divine. Christ consciousness, however, is the antidote to this illusion, dissolving these layers of separation and bringing forth the truth of oneness. As we embrace this higher awareness, we come to understand that we are all interconnected parts of a larger whole, and this unity reflects our ultimate spiritual purpose. With this awakening, we begin to see every experience, whether joyous or challenging, as an opportunity for growth and deeper understanding. We realize that even painful or difficult experiences are stepping stones on our spiritual path, each one a unique lesson crafted to help us evolve. When we operate from Christ consciousness, we recognize that every moment is a sacred encounter with the divine, a reminder that our lives are part of an infinite journey back to the source of all creation. The higher truth of oneness not only transforms our perception of reality, but also infuses our lives with a deeper sense of purpose, guiding us toward a life of compassion, love, and inner peace. And speaking of awakening, a revolutionary trend is sweeping through social media, helping people worldwide transform their financial lives with ease. Imagine attracting huge money effortlessly, an opportunity now possible thanks to groundbreaking insights revealed by a rogue NASA scientist. Millions are already on board, using these shocking wealth secrets, and there are only a few limited seats left. Check out the link in the comments below to find out how you can join this movement today. Now let's dive back into our exploration and continue uncovering the powerful journey toward Christ consciousness. The journey of spiritual awakening is likened to the soul's return to the divine source, often referred to as the pleroma in Gnostic teachings. By cultivating Christ consciousness, we learn to transcend duality, moving beyond the perceptions of good and evil as opposing forces. We recognize that all experiences are essential for our evolution. This process also involves dissolving the ego, which is often the root cause of our suffering and attachments. As we awaken to Christ consciousness, we begin to operate not from personal desires, but from the higher will of the divine. This alignment with divine will transform our actions, leading to greater clarity, compassion, and a deeper understanding of our spiritual purpose. Now let's explore the concept of Kundalini energy, an essential element of this transformative journey. In ancient yogic and mystical traditions, Kundalini is depicted as a coiled serpent resting at the base of the spine. This latent divine energy represents the life force within us, and when awakened, it ascends through the chakras, the energy centers along the spine, leading to profound spiritual awakening and enlightenment. The ultimate goal of Kundalini awakening is to reach the crown chakra, where divine consciousness fully manifests. In this state, individuals experience complete unity with the divine. As Kundalini energy rises, it purifies the body, mind, and spirit, removing the blockages that hinder the flow of divine energy. The relationship between Christ consciousness and Kundalini awakening is both intricate and transformative, involving a delicate balance of energies and consciousness. Kundalini, often depicted as a coiled serpent lying dormant at the base of the spine, symbolizes the latent spiritual power that resides within each of us. This dormant energy is considered to be divine and pure, waiting for the right conditions to rise and transform our entire being. However, the awakening of Kundalini is not a simple act. It requires guidance, intention, and a certain level of spiritual maturity. And this is where Christ consciousness becomes essential. Christ consciousness serves as the guiding light on this journey, offering both wisdom and alignment as the Kundalini energy ascends through the chakras, or energy centers, of the body. As individuals attain Christ consciousness, they enter a state of heightened awareness, one rooted in love, compassion, and divine unity. This elevated consciousness helps ensure that as the powerful Kundalini energy rises, the individual is fully prepared to navigate its intensity with balance and purpose. Without the foundation of Christ consciousness, Kundalini energy can be overwhelming, even chaotic, as it encounters unresolved emotions or attachments along its path. But with Christ consciousness as an anchor, this ascent becomes a harmonious spiritual journey. The divine alignment of Christ consciousness essentially purifies and grounds the individual in qualities of love, wisdom, and compassion. As Kundalini energy rises from one chakra to the next, it brings deeper spiritual insights, heightened intuition, and profound healing to every part of the being, body, mind, and soul. In this way, the individual's transformation is holistic, affecting not just their physical and emotional states, but also leading them toward a higher spiritual purpose. This harmonious merging of Christ consciousness and Kundalini energy ultimately allows the individual to experience life as a spiritual journey, transcending ordinary consciousness and embracing a unified, enlightened state of being. Now let's delve into the pineal gland, a small yet profoundly significant organ often referred to as the third eye, or the seat of the soul. Situated in the center of the brain, this pineal-shaped gland is believed to be the gateway to higher consciousness, bridging the physical self with the spiritual realms. Throughout history, the pineal gland has held a place of mystery and reverence across many ancient mystical traditions. These traditions assert that when the pineal gland is activated, it opens up a person's awareness to dimensions beyond ordinary perception, allowing them to experience deeper spiritual truths and insights. Activation of the pineal gland is essential in the journey to fully embody Christ consciousness, as it enables a level of spiritual insight that goes beyond intellectual understanding. In this activated state, individuals can access dimensions of consciousness that reveal the interconnectedness of all things, the presence of divine intelligence in every aspect of life, and an intuitive understanding of their place within the universe. When stimulated, the pineal gland enhances one's inner vision, often producing experiences of unity, peace, and enlightenment. This allows individuals to transcend the illusions of the material world and connect with their higher selves, a state where divine knowledge and spiritual guidance flow more freely. In ancient Egyptian spirituality, the pineal gland was symbolized by the Eye of Horus, representing divine sight, intuition, and spiritual awareness. The Eye of Horus was not just a symbol, but a sacred concept that embodied the idea of seeing beyond the physical, accessing realms of wisdom and insight that lay beneath the surface of ordinary reality. This symbolism of the pineal gland as a gateway to divine knowledge also appears in the practices of early Christian mystics and the esoteric teachings of various spiritual traditions. Through his deep and dedicated practice of meditation and prayer, Jesus is said to have activated his own pineal gland, achieving profound states of union with the divine. This activation enabled him to receive visions, guidance, and insights directly from God, which he then shared with the world. His connection with the divine, often described as a oneness with God, was not just a symbolic relationship, but a living experience made possible through this heightened spiritual vision. This level of connection to divine guidance and awareness is accessible to all who embark on the journey of Christ consciousness and pineal gland activation, a path that opens doors to higher realms and unites the individual with the boundless wisdom of the universe. But how did Jesus come to understand and embody Christ consciousness? His journey was not an innate gift, but a result of intense spiritual exploration and learning. According to ancient esoteric texts and Gnostic teachings, Jesus spent significant time studying in mystery schools known for their teachings on consciousness, the soul, and divine union. There are indications that he traveled to Egypt, where he learned the ancient arts of awakening the pineal gland and activating divine consciousness. Jesus applied the principles of Christ consciousness through his acts of unconditional love, healing, and miracles. His ability to perform such extraordinary feats stemmed not from his human self, but from his profound union with the divine. The Gnostic Gospels emphasize the inner transformation necessary for divine realization, encouraging others to follow a similar path of awakening. To activate the pineal gland through Christ consciousness, we must delve into ancient esoteric wisdom and spiritual practices. While traditional biblical texts may not provide explicit techniques used by Jesus, we can infer a variety of methods based on esoteric traditions. Key practices include meditation, prayer, breathing techniques, and fasting, all essential for stimulating the pineal gland and accessing higher states of consciousness. Meditation is one of the primary methods for activating the pineal gland. By retreating to quiet spaces and engaging in deep contemplation, individuals can turn their focus inward, allowing their awareness to expand to higher levels of consciousness. In moments of silence, the pineal gland becomes receptive, opening pathways to divine perception. Jesus' practice of prayer was not limited to petitioning for help. It was a means of communion with the divine. Through prayer, he aligned his energy with cosmic consciousness, accessing states of bliss, love, and unity. These elevated states of being naturally trigger the activation of the pineal gland, facilitating the free flow of energy throughout the body, particularly in the higher chakras. Fasting also plays a vital role in this transformative process. By detoxifying the body and clearing the mind, fasting creates an environment conducive to spiritual experiences. When we remove physical impurities and distractions, we can focus our intentions inward, enhancing our connection to our spiritual essence. Jesus' fasting, including his 40 days in the wilderness, exemplifies the power of purification in facilitating pineal gland activation and subsequently Christ consciousness. As Jesus dedicated himself to these spiritual disciplines, he transcended ordinary human limitations, accessing higher states of being often referred to as divine illumination. In this elevated state, he performed miracles, healed the sick, and connected directly with God's consciousness. His mastery over the pineal gland and divine energy highlights the profound potential that lies within all of us. Now let's take a moment to reflect on the timeless wisdom shared throughout this exploration. The power of Christ consciousness is not just a distant, abstract concept. It is a profound and living energy, rooted in each one of us, patiently waiting to be awakened. This energy connects us with the divine source, offering the potential to transcend the ordinary and perceive life through the lens of spiritual enlightenment. By learning to activate our pineal glands, the third eye that bridges us to higher dimensions, and embracing the sacred teachings of Christ consciousness, we unlock the door to our divine potential. This journey is a profound transformation, guiding us to inner peace, wisdom, and a life of compassion and fulfillment. This ancient wisdom revealed in our exploration is not reserved for the chosen few, nor is it exclusive to saints or mystics. It is accessible to anyone willing to seek, question, and ignite the dormant energy within. Through practices like meditation, prayer, or the many forms of spiritual discipline, you can open a pathway to Christ consciousness. Each step taken on this journey helps us dissolve the illusion of separateness, fostering a sense of ownness with the universe, with others, and with our own souls. Embracing Christ consciousness is more than a pursuit. It is a journey to become fully awake, grounded in love, and connected to the highest truths of existence. It is a path worth every moment of reflection, practice, and commitment, as it holds the key to realizing who we truly are beyond the material. By taking this journey, you not only transform your own life, but also add to the light and consciousness of our shared world. This is a calling, a journey of self-discovery, healing, and ultimately, a return to divine union. Step by step, through awakening practices, we grow closer to the essence of our true selves and the boundless love and wisdom within. As we conclude this enlightening journey, I encourage you to truly reflect on the path toward Christ consciousness and the profound transformation it promises. This isn't just knowledge. It's a call to awaken to a richer, more connected life, where inner peace, purpose, and divine understanding await. If you feel even the faintest stirrings of this truth, let it guide you to take that first step toward exploring your highest potential. To support you on this journey, we're here to share insights, ancient wisdom, and practical guidance that can help you unlock your own spiritual gifts. Subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications so you won't miss any of the transformative teachings, practices, and insights we offer. Every video we share is crafted to bring you closer to understanding the spiritual secrets that can elevate your life. Take this opportunity to become part of a community of seekers united in the pursuit of spiritual growth and inner awakening. Together, we can explore the path to enlightenment, support each other, and reveal the hidden truths that can change our lives forever. The truth is here, within your reach, and now is the time to awaken to it. Let's take this journey together.